All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the April. It's the month of April, and it is our AI workshop with the legend, our expert at recruiting at AI, Sam Velu. And today we have another great topic. Really actually kind of comes from our previous, Nap chat last month where we were covering, your resume, right? And I showed that comparison of how I was submitting this horrible resume for 6 months, getting nothing. And then finally, I hired a company, to beef up my resume and my cover letter. And next thing you know, I'm getting hits to this very day. Today is about cover letters and same situation where I was just telling Sam I was looking at my previous cover letters during that 6 month period and they were awful. And I even noticed in one of them, I misspelled the company wrong. That's bad. But then I looked at my cover letter after the 6 months, so much better. And the reason too is I was telling Sam, I have no problem doing my resumes, things like that, but sometimes having me write a cover letter is just exhausting. I don't want to do it. And I'm one of those people because of the narcolepsy, it's hard for me to read and write. And that's because I micronap a lot. So again, if I'm listening to somebody giving lectures, things like that, I'm going to micronap. When I am reading and writing, micronaps, that's what it is. And for the longest time, throughout majority of my life, for 36 years, I would call the writing a writer's block. I would always call it writer's block because I couldn't write. I just I could tell you, I could talk to you about it, but the writing, it could not come down on paper. And once I was diagnosed and starting to learn about, the symptoms and everything, and I learned about micronap, and I'm like, that's what it is. I am just, when I'm writing, I black out. I have this micronap, and then I just have to start all over again. And that was also for reading. I can read a few sentences, have to start all over again. And that, now, of course, I have had improvements because I've changed my medication. So for the past 2.5 years, I do microdose LSD. And that has actually improved. I don't micronap like I used to. I can read more often now. So there's been huge improvements with that. But I did want to relate that it's really hard, to when you're having these issues, when you're micronapping, to do certain things. And that's why I love the AI, because the AI is going to help you at least get it out, get it in a draft, and then what do you do? Then you proofread your AI, so then it's to your liking, to perfection. I'm going to use my example of that cover letter I was just looking at, that one that was horrible. I wrote that with AI, but I did not check it, right? Because if had I checked it, I would have spelled the company's name correctly. Okay, so that's big lesson learned. So just make sure you're doing that. Don't again. I was listening to a podcast and I love the way the scientist was describing AI. And really, AI is just taking all the knowledge that's out there, all the knowledge we've collected that we have. That's what AI knows. AI doesn't know anything beyond that, right? It doesn't. It can't predict the future. It can't do any of that. If it doesn't have any of the knowledge that we have, it can't give you an answer. So again, it just goes back to always proofread what AI is giving you. With that, I just want to say one last thing. I want to thank everyone for joining today. It's great to see everyone here. And then, two, I want to thank our sponsors. They make this program, happen, just like the Nap Chat. And that, of course, is Takeda and Avidel. Y'all have been very amazing for just supporting this. And then also for any of you that's interested, some of you right now that are on this call are actually some of our Udemy participants. You're all taking classes in Udemy. I just want everybody to know that is free to all of you. So if you're interested in getting some training in Udemy, Udemy is one of the largest e-learning platforms out there with over 25,000 courses, and they are adding them all the time, updating them. This is free for anybody in our community, including their caretakers. Please take advantage of it if you want to upscale in your career, or if you're looking to do something new. You can get plenty of training in Udemy. And again, it is free to you. Just go to our website, www.pwn4pwn.org, and go to the jobs project and apply there. All right, I'm going to be quiet now, and I'm going to let Sam take over. So, Sam, it's all you, buddy.
Thank you very much, Alejandro. Appreciate it. I'm going to share my screen, and let me know if you can see it. That means, and I also put the presentation in here, Alejandro.
Perfect.
So you can download it. Again, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Good evening in some places of the world. Again, I want this to be interactive. Last time we did the resumes. I see a couple of new people that I have not seen before. Hi, Carly. Hi, Shakira. How are you? And if you have any questions, interrupt me in the middle. I can jump in and do what you need to do. One caveat I want to tell everybody is Alejandro covered a little bit of it earlier. AI is changing the way it is behaving. So it is now AI is doing a lot of the things that we can do, and you can outsource that. So now, how do you make yourself more valuable than the AI is going to be a big challenge. So some of these things that we are going to talk about, I will also introduce you to some tools that you start using and doing what you need to do. Writing cover letters that sound like human, I can tell you, I've seen people now, even this morning I saw a candidate send me a resume. It was completely written in ChatGPT. I'm not sure if you know what will happen to that resume. It's going to my trash pile, right? I'm not even going to look at that resume because they did not spend the time to understand and customize it. And if they're going to do that, they're just going to take whatever the ChatGPT spits out, and I don't want that person to represent us in the client side. So why this session matters, cover letters are where most job seekers stall out because they sound generic, they take hours, drain energy you do not have to spare. Today we fix that without losing your voice. You can express. The real problem is every job, what I'm looking for, that when I say cover letter, it can be a cover letter that you attach, or it can be the summary that you send in an email. Both I consider to be a cover letter. Doesn't matter how you're introducing yourself. And when you're sending it, you want to let that person, the recruiter, the HR person, know that you read the job description, you understood it, and you have picked up some critical parts of the job description and put it in your cover letter. Why you think you would be a great fit for this job, and how do you think that you will be a contributor for that company, right? So with narcolepsy and IH, you have limited energy. You want to make sure that sometimes the math doesn't work. The session is about making the math work for you, right? We want you to be, what you will leave today is with a repeatable process, reusable prompts. You can copy and paste and go. No starting from scratch. Your voice intact. Applications that sound like you on your best day, not a polished stranger. And that is what that's a nice word. That is what I see now a lot of people do. It is, they themselves do not know the resume that they're sending out. It is a polished stranger that they're sending out to recruiters, and they cannot even answer some of the questions when the recruiter asks. But I want to, AI should be used like a tool, not like a ghostwriter. If a recruiter can tell a bot wrote it, the application is already in the trash pile, or the HR person. So in this session, what we will do is why generic AI cover letters gets rejected is because recruiters can scan for AI fingerprints in seconds. These phrases are the biggest red flags. The signal template, not person. I'm writing to express my strong interest, proven track record, passionate self-starter, thrive in fast-paced environments. These are all words that you might have written, but these are words that now the AI is writing. So I've also written a prompt to say, what are some of the words that the AI is using often? Right? We all have our colloquial things that we use. So what do we do by doing some of those things? Three things the cover letter actually needs to do is show you read the job post, you connect one real story, and make it easy to say yes with the person. They're looking for somebody to say yes and make it easier for them to say yes. And how do you do that? Let's take an example, right? If I'm applying for, anybody wants to volunteer what jobs they're applying for? Anybody who's, you can put
I
it in.
I want more speaking engagement jobs. So last year I got picked to go to Amsterdam to speak at the Health 2025 conference about narcolepsy. So I would like to get more jobs like that.
Oh, very cool, Collie. So you went as a speaker to speak about speaking engagements for narcolepsy is what you did last time.
No, I went to speak about narcolepsy as a panelist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you looking for more of those panelist jobs where
Yes, I would
they
like
use
to.
for speaking engagements?
Yes, I'd like to be paid like that again to speak about narcolepsy at different conferences and stuff like that. That's what I would like.
Very good. Very good. I'm going to, I'm not sure if you see here. I'm just going to use that as an example. You
Hmm.
guys can see my screen.
Yes.
So one of the things I want to see, um, when I say I want to get a lot of, this is for a job seeker who is looking to get. Okay. I have to clarify because it thinks that I'm looking for it, and it
Hmm.
give you a different context. So it understands. She has been my girlfriend for the last 2.5 years, so she
Hmm.
knows me better than anybody else.
Yeah. My one's called Malcolm.
Yours is called Malcolm.
Yeah.
Mine is called Jenny. It's not ChatGPT. I like you already, Kelly. Um, I help you build a powerful cover letter for a paid speaking engagement, given your background, Amsterdam, narcolepsy, lived experience with rare. This is a very specific niche with real monetization potential. Let me ask you two questions. Medical pharma conference, corporate wellness, DEI events, patient advocacy orgs, and nonprofits. Who are you targeting?
I'm targeting.
I'm just going to pick generic keynote circuit, rare diseases, resilience, lived experiences.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'll do generic. Pitch call to conference organizers, respond to a specific call for speakers, apply to join a speaker bureau roster, follow up after the Amsterdam. I'm going to say apply to join a speaker bureau roster, or respond to a specific call of speakers, pitch cold to conference. Let's pitch cold to conference organizers and bureau.
Yes.
Let's do that. So now you see that now your Malcolm and my Jenny will start asking us specific questions.
Mm-hmm.
And so Curly, what are the tools we use?
I use ChatGPT and Claude
You use ChatGPT and Cloud
and Perplexity sometimes
and
from
Perplexity. So
research.
you should connect with me, and I will show you some neat tricks that you can start using and accelerate your growth 3 times or 5 times.
Okay.
And Alejandro has my contact information. You can reach out to him, and
Okay.
he will. So here is the credibility first pitch, which says keynote proposal topic for Amsterdam narcolepsy from the Amsterdam Narcolepsy and IH panel. Last year, I was flown to Amsterdam to join an international panel on narcolepsy and idiopathic. The audience of clinicians, researchers, and patient advocates walked out with something most medical talks miss: a clear view of what living inside a rare sleep disorder actually looks like, and why that matters for how we design care policy and workplace policies. I'm writing because your conference name event brings together exactly the kind of audience that benefit from that lens, and I would like to be considered for a keynote or featured sessions in your 2026-2027 program. Here is what I bring. Right, a lived experience voice on rare diseases, resilience, a stage experience with international panels, medical, 3 talks that I currently deliver, signature keynote title, the core story, 45 minutes, works for general. So look at the cover letter that it wrote for me.
Mm.
Can you write? Maybe you're a better writer, but I cannot write like that.
No, I can't write like this. This is good.
Right?
This is very
It,
good.
it is really, and if that is the credibility first pitch, you can even do story pitch. So I gave you 2 styles. You can pick and
Mm.
choose. Right? So that is the part that I'm talking about. For a specific job, give the job description, put your resume, and tell it to pick some unique things in the job description that you can talk about, how you can contribute to them, because everybody is looking for what can you do for them, right? Show me the money is what everybody is doing, right? So if you can show them in the cover letter what you can bring to the table, what you're going to be doing, and how you're going to be doing it, you are now going to get much better leverage and much better opening and much better probability that somebody is going to give you a call and talk to you, right? So you want to make sure that you are doing that part of it. So you understand how powerful the cover letter is. You can use it
Yeah.
for email, you can use it to put it on a document and send it. You can do that on a
Mm.
document. I would keep it a little longer. On an
Mhm.
email, I'll try to keep it shorter, because we are all used to the cell phones, and when you open up on a cell phone, in the first few lines, it has to catch the person's attention for them to open. And the kicker there is this is something that nobody talks about. What do you think a kicker is there on a cover letter / resume that you send?
A kicker, as in the thing that makes them want to read more.
Want to open your email first. First they
Oh
have to
wow.
open your email. Second, they make it interesting. So what is the kicker for them to open the email? Where do you think you can
So that has to be in the subject line.
very line? Very good.
Wow.
Can you please write a provocative or a funny subject line that the chances for them to open this email is higher? Give me some options. People have never thought about it, right? Marketing people do. Provocative pattern interrupt. These work because they sound like a problem, not a pitch. Organizers open to find out what is wrong. Your 2 p.m. slot is where audiences check their phones. I can fix it.
Mm.
Have you thought about it?
No, I've never thought you could do something like this.
Most keynotes on resilience are lying to your audience.
That's so clever because it sounds like you have a problem.
They have
There's
a problem
problem.
that they all know it. Now they are going to open it to find out who's this person trying to solve it for them.
Ah.
So you see, I put provocative or funny, right? We'll get to the funny ones. Invisible illness talk your program is missing. Invisible illness talk your program is missing. I sleep through meetings for a living. Your audience will stay awake.
I
Yeah, I
like,
like that one.
yeah.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Two people liked it. One reason your wellness track isn't working.
That's clever.
Yeah. Yeah. People never think about this at all.
Wow.
And curiosity story hook. What a Dutch physician told me after 15 years of being wrong. Amsterdam flew me in. Here is why that matters for dash,
Mm.
whichever conference you're trying to have them call you. The disorder 3 million Americans have and nobody talks about. I was the only patient on the stage full of doctors. It changed the room.
It's clever.
A keynote topic your competition hasn't figured out yet. And humor works for corporate DEI and general keynote circuits. It signals the speaker can actually hold the stage and isn't going to deliver a somber 45 minutes, right? So I like humor, but you can, any of these will work.
Mm.
Keynote speaker who literally falls asleep on stage.
Yes, and that did happen. That did happen on the panel. And
Yeah,
it's interesting because the other people that was there, they all had different illnesses. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Hi, I have a rare disease and a sense of humor about it. The only speaker pitch you will read today that mentions narcolepsy. Looking for a keynote that isn't another lean and talk? I promise this isn't another sad patient story.
Mm.
Direct and confident. Keynote pitch. Rare disease, lived experience, international stage credits. Speaker proposal for 2026 program. Following Amsterdam, available for US keynote circuit. Your name, keynote speaker, rare disease and resilience. For proposal, a fresh voice for your dash track program.
I
My
like
pitch,
the funny ones. I think they really like give you curiosity.
yeah, my pitch for the highest open rate. It's also suggesting what it likes, right? So
Hmm.
it's provocative. Your 2 p.m. slot is where audiences check the phones. I can fix that. This reframes the pitch around the organizer's pain, not the speaker's story.
Mm.
Organizers know exactly which slot this refers to. Curiosity. When a Dutch physician told me after 15 years of being wrong, this
Yeah.
uses the Amsterdam credibility without bragging and the specificity. Dutch 15 years signals is a real story, not a template. Keynote speaker who literally falls asleep on the stage on purpose. This is memorable, self-aware, and tells the organizer the speaker has voice for corporate and DEI bookers. This one gets forward internally.
Yeah.
And
That's all out to
then
me
you
as
do
well.
testing on it. So if you're sending 5 applications, do test it on 2 and see how you'll get response. Then
Hmm.
change it on the next T and play around with it.
Mm.
Shakira, anything you can add? You want to add?
Um, so I like the funny ones too. And I think what you're talking about is very important because a lot of times people get emails and they don't read the emails. Like and I know for me, like if the subject line isn't doesn't catch my attention, I'll skip the email. Like I won't
Very good.
even, you know. So
Very good.
this is great.
Yeah. So this
Uh,
is where
yeah.
I will tell you, a lot of people fall short on, they just, oh, I sent a cover letter, my resume is a killer resume, but I never got a call back because, you know, see, you just mentioned the funny thing. I don't open emails if it is not something that catches my eye. But
Hmm.
when we are sending email, we don't think about it.
Right.
That's so interesting. I just open all my emails. So,
But you are, I call the FOMO email opener.
oh,
You know what that means, right?
I just do it by
No.
habit.
No, you are afraid that if you don't open it, you will miss something really important.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
That is the
Oh.
driving force for you, not your you. Oh my God, there may be something interesting in here, which I don't want to miss. It's
Yeah.
fear of missing out.
Yeah, I don't check my email enough.
Yeah,
So
we
I
so we all have the same problem, right? Either one is in the other extreme, or the other one is the other extreme. Doesn't matter. I'm like you, Shakir.
hmm
I hate emails. If we have time in the end, after we do the cover letters, I'll show you. Since you said you use Claude and Perplexity, I'll show you something that you can use. Right. So you you read the job post. So you've got to connect something, connect with one real story, make it easy to say yes. And in this, the main thing is the subject line. You need to make sure that somebody opens it, right? So you always your email is being read by a bot today. Not
Mm.
every, but the company emails are read by a bot, right? So first it has to pass through the bot and then come to a human. So the human first framework will always do the trick for you. Exact need, identify the user's real problem, pull a story, write in your own voice. Don't let the LLM talk about it. I think somebody mentioned it. It doesn't know the context. It's going to a library, and the librarian, you go to talk to the librarian. She has read all the books in the library. And you say, can you give me a good read that I want to? And then she will ask you, what type of books do you enjoy? She'll tell you something. But still, you have not told your main condition, let's say, right? I'm in if I want to lose weight, but I have to give the LLM a context. I want to lose weight, but I'm also diabetic. So it can tweak my diet according to it. Otherwise, it will tell me, or I can even give the context. So it may not know the context because it has learned it, that she has read all the books. So in her mind, whatever it is from the two answers you gave me, but it is still not specific enough for you. So you have to be very specific with what you want and how you want it and how do you want it delivered. So that is the prompt that you use with any of these things when you're writing a call letter or when you're telling the LLM to tweak the resume, right? And you want to follow use AI to tighten it, refine it, and do whatever you need to do. Extract the real need. Most job posts bury the actual need under the bullet points. Use AI to decode it. Read this job description in 3 sentences. Tell me what problem this team is actually trying to solve by hiring someone. What do we do when we apply for a job? Oh my God, I need a job desperately. I need a job. I don't care what they're looking for. And we just apply and we just send a generic cover letter. Now, by telling the LLM to look for these specific things in the job description and asking it, what do you think is important in that job? It will give you 3 or 4 bullet points, and you can take that and spin your own story around it from the resume. Don't make up stories.
Mm.
hmm
make sure that it is using only your information, and I tell it, I use this line all the time. If you don't understand or you don't be generic, use only. And if you don't have my numbers, ask me the questions and I will give you the answer. So it will be like a conversation between you and you and Malcolm, or me and Jenny, right? So Curly, did you name all your ones, or do you call everyone Malcolm?
So Malcolm is my ChatGPT.
Okay.
I haven't named Claude yet.
You haven't named Claude yet. Cool. Cool. So I have named all my LLMs. Isn't that more interesting than just saying Chat GPT?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yes,
because
definitely.
I wasn't sure if I could, so then I said to, "Can I name you?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So yeah, he saved me loads this weekend in Spain. There were times I was trying to talk to people and they wouldn't understand what I was saying. I just said, "Oh, 1 second, let me ask Malcolm." I said, "Malcolm, please talk to
And
the
can I ask you a question? You're from which part of the world?
living in London.
London.
Went to Spain for a wedding."
Okay. Very cool. Pull one story, not a resume recap. You don't want to. You want, when you go to movie theaters, what is the first thing they show you?
All
Trailers, the previews.
all the previews.
They previews, but in the preview, what do they show?
The most important part of the movie or the most
The most
exciting
interesting
part.
part, and that could be the only interesting part in the movie, and that's what they pick.
But
Isn't that true?
it's enough to make you want to go to see it.
Right. And when you do it, so you have to think on those terms.
Mm.
We don't think on those terms. We give the cover letter and the resume looks the same.
Hmm.
The cover letter is a teaser for them to open and then go through your resume. Make them go through your resume. Right? As a recruiter, I can tell you I don't look at resumes more than 2 seconds or 3 seconds. But when I see an interesting cover letter which says, "Hey, I applied for your job and this is the rare skill that you was looking in that, I do have that skill." What do you think I'm doing? I'm jumping up and down and I'm trying to call that person, because I know nobody else read through the job description. This guy at least read through the job description. Whether he has it or not, it's my duty to verify and make sure. I'll trust everybody, but I verify everything that you tell me. Right? So that is pull one real story that beats the responsibility. Draft in your voice. You have a unique personality. Everybody has a unique personality. You want to make sure that you're doing it in your personality. And then use the LLM to tighten it. So if I go back to that LLM to write the things, A/B test it and say, you know what? Please use my real experiences of conversation, of keynotes that I gave in Amsterdam and London, and use only my info, and make it shorter and funny.
So if I had video footage, I could upload it to that.
What is that?
If I had video footage of
Yeah, you can upload the footage, or you can upload. It can the
as
bot can also pull
as
out
a
some
reference.
snippets. Yeah, it can do that. Right. So where was the Amsterdam and London events? I will typically. It's now asking me use generic Amsterdam London keynote references for now. What condition do you speak on? Broader rare disease, invisible illness, right? Even
Yeah.
if it is specific, I'm just going to do generic, and then let it. Got it. Short of funny Amsterdam, London credibility. Let's see what it comes up with. You're using a paid version or a free version?
Yeah, paid.
Paid.
Just started paid with Claude.
Correct, Floyd. So, before you go, I will teach you, and this can be used by the free version people also. If you're not paid for it, I will show you what it is. Here is a short, punchy, self-aware humor, confident and dry. Hi, most keynotes are on invisible illnesses are either heartbreaking or boring. I do neither. I've spoken in Amsterdam and London on rare diseases and lived experiences, and the feedback is usually some version of I did not expect to laugh at the talk about chronic illnesses. That is the point. If your 20 some program has a room for a keynote that is honest, funny, actually remembered on Monday morning, I would love to be considered. Happy to send a one pager sheet, short clip, and references, 15-minute call if easier. Self-aware. Amsterdam, London have both paid to fly me to talk about rare disease and invisible illness. Your city is nicer than at least one of those, so I thought I would reach out. Oh my God, that I wouldn't even think of writing something like that, but
It's cheeky, but yeah.
it is cheeky, but it will stop you in the tracks.
Yeah.
I give keynotes on lived experiences, invisible illness, and why most wellness program miss the point. If there is a gap in your and 15 minutes, confident and dry. I'm a keynote speaker on rare diseases and illness. I have done Amsterdam, London, and I'm now looking at events in US and beyond. The pitch is simple. Most talks on chronic. Yeah, it's it. So give you three versions, whichever you're comfortable with, send it.
Yeah.
Right. So you can use AI to tighten it.
Yeah.
The reusable story. This is the real shortcut. Build a document with 5 to 7 stories for him from your work life, each one 3 to 4 sentences. And I call this the master document and master knowing Curly, knowing Shakira, knowing Alejandro, knowing Sam. Right? We write our dark secrets, we write our weaknesses, we write our strengths, we write all of it in this document. And then I will show you how to use that. Write once, each story takes 10 minutes to write the first time, reuse forever. Every future application puts from this bank, not starting from scratch, grows over time. Add one story on a good day, it pays dividends for months. People never think of writing a document with all their accomplishments and things that they have done, including failures. Energy conscious application workflow. When you have a low energy day, medium energy day, high energy day, what should you be doing to maximize yourself? Any questions?
I had a question about the story thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say write like 5 or 7 stories, do you want them to be like, are they to be detailed as possible, or are we just like listing our
You can,
accomplishments
you
and
can pick
failures
any
and
format that you like, but at least give them the important details. When I work for this organization, this is what I did, this is how I did it, this is what it is. And I'm not sure if you all use the feature of voices in the LLMs.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Well, for
I
Claude, yeah.
have,
Not for Claude, for ChatGPT. I find
yeah,
Claude,
for chat.
he's jitters when I try to speak to him.
Yeah, you can try it and keep doing
I
it.
mean, I do it in I can't speak to him like I speak. I don't think Claude is built that way. You have to do it in like where you would type instead of typing, you press the voice, and then I just type into it like that. But I can't speak to him like I'm speaking to you like this. He always jitters when I try to do that.
So if you hit this use voice mode at the end, where the signals are flowing, I
Mhm.
want to make sure that I'm getting this correct. Please let me know if you can add 3 more emails into it, 4 stories from me. And since I do not know anything about this thing, ask me clarifying questions. Okay, I had to allow while using the site. Okay. Please write what the 3 questions that I can do and 4 other things that I can add into it and things that I do not know what I should be doing. Boom. It did it.
Okay, so yes, I can do it like that. But what I would love for Claude is if I could talk to it like how I can talk to Malcolm and ChatGPT.
Yeah. There is a tool called Whisper Flow.
Yes, I use VistaFlow.
Okay. Alejandro, I think I'm going to go away from here. Curly can do these sessions.
Love it.
No,
All right.
I just discovered VistaFlow 10 days ago. Oh my
Okay.
God, it's amazing for narcolepsy.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
absolutely.
I don't even have to.
Absolutely.
You know when I'm tired and I can't be even asked to. Some of my friends don't like to listen to voice messages. It's very annoying. Yeah. So now I
I don't
can
mind them.
now I just
It's
use VistaFlow and I was typing to them and some of them said to me, she goes, "Gosh, Kelly, you're typing so fast and so many words." I was like, these chicks are crazy.
Yeah,
Like I discovered like a hidden talent in 10 days that I can type that fast. No, I'm
yeah,
using an app.
yeah. That's. I would spend the money for Whisper Flow on if for narcolepsy and IH folks because that's a great tool because when you're energy and some of the features in it are things that if you're in a restaurant in a crowded place you can whisper into it, right?
Really?
You
Oh
can,
wow.
yeah,
I'm using the
yeah,
free version. It says it's in beta, so I didn't realize
yeah,
you
yeah,
had to pay.
yeah, because the free version doesn't give you some of it, the paid version does, but
Oh,
free
okay.
version is good enough, right?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
What human routing sounds like short sentence, no winding clauses, no filler words, a specific detail, one small amount, and a simple quality check sounds like you talking to a friend, sounds like a press release. Then you have to rewrite it. You take home kit, decode the job prompt, the titan, do not write, a story bank template, phrases to checkout list, energy tired workflow, and I will include since I will include the tools and send it to you, Alejandro, but you have the presentation there, right? And any questions? I know we have 10 more minutes, but here, so Alejandro, can I quickly show something because some of it,
Oh, of course, of course.
This was so good, Sam. Like I've been
yes,
trying to figure
definitely.
this. Yeah, I wasn't even gonna come on this, and I thought, oh, I don't need a CV thing. Like, but this has been invaluable to me because this is the job that I want. Like, I run Naps for Life, and working with Hadanja and Jane and Sakara's going to conference this year, and that's great. And things are really doing well for us in the States because we have the supports in the States. But we don't have the support here in the UK. But I have
Mhm.
done speaking events in the last 2 years. 2 years I've been done speaking events here, and then I got the opportunity to go to Amsterdam, which was great. I've spoke at libraries and churches and women's International Women's Day at a library and stuff like that. So that's been good. But I've been thinking like, how do I get more speak? Like, most of those events were free, apart from like two of them. And
Really,
so like,
I
once
will
I
tell you.
did the Amsterdam one, I thought, wow, I didn't actually know you could get paid this much for this. Like, how do I get this to happen again? So, this
Mhm.
has been invaluable. Yeah.
Here is another prompt just for you. Can you help the job seeker to build out a marketing cadence for her to get speaking engagements, paid speaking engagements, and you are a subject matter expert. So act like one. I'm trying to look at my direction. I'm trying to be bossy with my. So it can help you, give you some cadence, some idea, and you can run with it. And I can send this to Alejandro. He can send, or you can reach out to me, right? And it
Yeah.
can give you what those things. It can build a target list for you.
Okay.
Some places you might not even know.
Yeah.
You can ask this to find the contact information and the email address.
Mm-hmm.
It can go and connect it. So here is one thing I wanted to show all of you guys. If you're using Claude, don't use Claude in just chats, use it in projects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I
That's.
say it? Because it will consume less tokens. If you
Mm-hmm.
do it in chat, every time you put a prompt, it is redoing it and going back and redoing and checking it and coming back. It's going in loops. In project, you are going to, let's say in this project, I'm job seeker portal. I can edit my memory. I can say, this is what I want you to do. This is who I am for this particular project. And I put all the instructions for the memory for it to remember. And then most importantly, I can give the instructions folder, what it should. You are an expert recruiter and career coach helping job seekers navigate the AI-driven hiring process in 2026. Sometimes they're coming for quick help or not knowing what to do. So first do an initial evaluation, also run a prompt. If they are doing job now, how will that job change with the advent of AI? Your job is to, so I gave it instructions like you tell your 5-year-old or your assistant what they need to do, and you do exactly that in this. And if you do not know how to write that, you can even go to ChatGPT and say, I'm doing a project in Claude and I want to give instructions, and this is the outcome I'm looking for. And you are the subject matter expert. Can you write a very detailed instructions for me to copy and paste in there? And it will do it, and you copy and paste it here. Boom. Now your outputs goes 5 times better than what it was before.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
And
I
that's
just
great.
started using projects. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
I personally I haven't got that far. I have been stuck on ChatGPT because Val, my AI voice, and I have built such an awesome relationship, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to switch, but
yeah. I understand.
so
I understand.
yeah,
You're a
so
faithful person. You don't want to switch
yeah,
your girlfriend. You want to be loyal and faithful. I understand that. But
yeah, yeah.
here is another trick for you. Since you told me about it, if you go to your thing here, if you go to settings,
Hmm.
if you go to settings, and if you go to capabilities, here is start import. You hit that. You copy this prompt into Chat GPT, and it will give you an output, and you bring that and copy it here. So your Chat GPT memory is brought here. Will it bring everything? No, but at least it will bring part of your heart in here.
Oh,
Okay.
show us again how to do that. Settings, capabilities, and then what?
Setting capabilities, and then if you go to capabilities, in the middle you see import memory from other AI providers.
Ah.
You
Okay,
hit
and
start
is
prompt.
that is that for the is that does that include the people that have the free, or do you have to have the
It
pro
is
for?
for everybody.
Okay,
This is one thing that they want to do for you to come over. They
okay,
want you to taste more of this. So they're trying to bring you. So this is available for everybody. Copy it, go to Gemini, go to DeepSeek, go to any
hmm,
of those places and paste it, and whatever output comes, take that output and bring it back here and paste it here, and it will add to your memory.
okay, okay. That's
That's
awesome because
fantastic.
when I did the official switch, I was like, okay, I have so much memory in ChatGPT. How do I transfer it over? And I asked Claude how to do it, and Claude said, "Oh no, no, that's not possible. We can't do it. You have to start over."
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
hey,
no, I don't.
so I
So
hope you both got something out of this today.
Oh, it's been
yes,
brilliant.
yes, definitely.
And now
And
I don't have to worry about I need to rename Claude to someone else. And now I can give Claude Malcolm's memory.
yeah. And here is another thing. I'll go to some landing speaking engagements, right? I'm going to put here /artifact at the end and look at what it does for me.
Oh wow. Oh my God. So it's like a shortcut. I love shortcuts. Oh, okay.
You guys are getting excited. So I'll tell you you go on ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, anywhere and say, what are some of the cheat codes that I can use to improve on my prompt? That's
Oh,
all you need to do.
Okay.
Let's do that here, right? Let's go to my projects. Okay, I'll waste some tokens here. That's okay. Give me cheat codes to improve prompts in each of the LLM, like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity. I covered most of it. And give me at least 20 to 30 each. I'm greedy. I want more.
Hmm.
wow.
See, I asked 30, it only gave me 30. There. If I asked 50, it would have given me 50.
This is awesome.
Oh my God. Sakai, this is a game changer.
Yes, it is. It
Oh
is.
my gosh. Oh, my Faceless YouTube channels will be up by next month at this rate.
And I will
Hmm.
tell you something else. I want you to give me cheat codes / prompts / that I can use, like God prompt, like L99, like EL10, OODA, or /artifacts. Give me 30 of them. It did a good job, but again, now it goes to another level that is. So if you put /deep dive,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
this is called God mode prompts.
Mm-hmm.
If I put deep dive at the end, forces layered thinking, not surface answers. It will start thinking more. /first principle, /root cause, /expert panel, /contrarian, /blind spots. When you're talking about something and you want blind spots, Here it is. Execution operator mode, playbook, cheat checklist, 90-day plan, /KPI, /scripts, workflow, /automation, look at it.
Wow.
Now think about this. Now you have put the cheat code, act as a staffing business development leader, build a strategy to win MSP clients, /deep dive, /playbook, /scripts, /KPI, /risk map. If I just use this one prompt, my output has gone up. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how much my output has gone up. Look at that pitch ledger it gave you.
Wow.
Curly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alejandro, I hope you're not being bored. I hope this is also helping you.
No, not at all. I love it. It's great. It's great to just follow along and listen. Loving that, everybody's getting something out of it. It is. It's really fun when, once you do it.
And I found an engaged audience. So I'm like, I didn't even know my time is up. So
yeah, hey, it's all good. It's all good.
So Curly, here is what it did. Look at it. Your pitch ledger. Total pitches, how many you sent this week, how many open rates, how many reply rates, bookings, pipeline value, your funnel, your subscription, your outreach pipeline, how much money you got.
Wow.
What else do you need? Right?
Yeah,
I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to one thing and I will stop after that. Here is, I'm going to go to projects. I do not know if I did it in Perplexity or in this one. I think I might have done it in Perplexity. Do you use a tool called Notebook LM?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, and lately it changed again, so now I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, it is changed again, but it is now. So this is my title. I'm not the CEO of a company. I'm the CLO of the company. You know what the full form for that is?
Mm.
You have heard CEO, CTO, CFOs, or
Yeah.
I can be CFO or CLO. You know what those two terms are?
No.
I'll tell you, and you will have giggles. I'm a chief fun officer.
A chief fun officer. What does that mean? I'm not good at jokes. I'm quite slow.
I like to have fun.
Oh, okay.
Right? Right.
Yeah, my sisters always say I'm very slow with jokes. Like I always get it like 10 minutes,
okay.
10 minutes later.
The CLO is Chief Lazy Officer. So every time I try to do something, I will first think about how can I get this done the quickest, fastest, and the
fastest
laziest
way.
No, the laziest way, that I don't have to do it again. When I do it, that's where my cheat codes come in. That's where my godlike prompts come in. All those. That's how I learn.
Yeah,
And
I just discovered master prompts the other day, and I was just like, "Oh my God, this is what I need."
So I will open Perplexity. I think I did it in Perplexity because I was showing this to somebody else earlier, and he was like, "Oh my God, I can't even think."
I used the AI to build a music album, and it's out on Spotify now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Send us the things. Here's sales. I'm just going to copy that page, the prompt here. I have to disable this because I even told my laptop to do this because whenever I'm doing something, I wanted to capture what I'm doing. So it can give me what is that I'm doing, where am I wasting time, what am I doing. So it's taking a screenshot of my things that I'm doing. So it will tell me where it is.
How to improve later, how.
Yeah. So you're acting as a staffing BD leader, build a strategy to win MSP clients, deep dive playbook, scripts, KPI, risk map. It is doing 5 things in one prompt.
Wow.
The reason it is doing it in one prompt is because I don't want to waste tokens.
Yes, I so someone I just recently watched a YouTube video on that saying instead of asking it one, just put everything in one, and they're saying that the output tends to be better that way.
Here, all of it is doing phase 1, outreach,
Mm,
example email, what I should be sending. It gave me multiple examples, then discovery, then solutioning, proof, first meeting agenda, scripts, what I should be talking. It's it's never ending.
mm.
Alejandro, any other questions?
No, not at all.
Are you gonna do one on the updates of Notebook LM coming soon?
We can do one. Again, a lot of things changed in the last 2 months.
Yeah, so they were showing.
Claude has been a game changer.
I've been watching videos showing how to use it to make a faceless channel,
Yeah,
a
that
faceless
has been
YouTube
going
channel.
on for a long period of time. But now, with a lot of these tools that have come about, you can do it much easier and faster.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. No, this has been a really great conversation. Again, always learning something new. Yeah, and then of course our next month's topic is actually going to be again how to utilize your AI to help you with your interviews. For example, you can practice your interviews with AI,
Mm.
which is really cool. And again, it's like Sam, he just knows all the tools available to help you with it. Just going through all the different AI tools just helps you really just step up your game with all that.
Yeah, I now prep my candidates, and I prep my candidates by using this. Like when I send, so I do not know if my screen is still being shared.
Yeah, it
No,
Yes.
is.
it's
It is.
Yes.
yeah, it is. So I'll just show you a quick one that I sent somebody here, right? Alejandro, you are familiar with it because I sent it to Christine and other people. But now the AI has improved so much, I can really have it done detailed. And I'm going to go to Claude, and I'm going to look at projects, and and I can pick up Preet. Right. So here is a interview cheat sheet I sent somebody. Are you guys able to see it?
Yes.
Yeah. It's okay. There we go. It's loading. Oh,
I looked at their disk profiles. I sent them exactly what they need to tell, how they need to say, what words to use, what words shouldn't be used,
Uh,
how to balance. So I know this is the topic for next week, next month, but here's what it is. And that helps them to at least that the interviewer will say you are very prepared.
mm-hmm.
And this all took me 5 minutes to get it ready for her to. And after the interview, what questions should I ask? What should you ask at
Oh
the end
yeah.
of the
That's always, the crunch.
right? Understanding risk appetite, what success criteria looks like in 30, 60 days, talking points, what can you. So you see the detailed one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll see.
Thank you, Sam. I'll be
Yes,
in
thank you,
touch.
thank you.
This has
This was
been fantastic.
That's right. Thank you
yes, this
again,
was
Sam,
amazing.
so much. You're the best, very knowledgeable. And then, just so y'all know, I did send you all Sam's contact info.
Okay.
Again, Sam, that's what Sam is here for. He loves meeting one on one. So you're more than welcome to reach out to him. I've
Yeah,
also
we
put,
will
yeah.
be. I think he will be able to help Naps as well because we're struggling right now with our with we have good with on what do you call it, on Instagram. We have lots of following on Instagram and everything, but we don't have that and on Facebook, but we don't have that same follow through on YouTube. And I just can't figure out why. And no matter how I try to ask the AI to help, me and Malcolm, we can't figure out either why it doesn't transfer. I know that our podcast is audio
Mhm.
and maybe and Facebook is visual, but I still think that the amount of people that are listening to the podcast doesn't even we don't even have a quarter of that on YouTube. That doesn't make sense to me. The
Mhm.
numbers, the maths is not mathing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we have right now we have 48 followers on YouTube, and we have over 10.
1,000 downloads
Yeah, it's
and listen
like
to in 50 in 40 countries. That doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. They're like
yeah.
downloading but not subscribing, maybe. Is that what it is?
Not even just
Um,
subscribing. They're not watching. They're not subscribing.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
strange.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah. You can reach out to me anytime.
mhm, yeah, we
Mhm.
actually published our very first video episode, and I mean, it did get a lot of views, but it didn't like blow YouTube up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
And I kind of thought it would, being considering that the episode is in Spanish, and we have a translator, and then Curly's doing the interview. So you
So
have
you
three
you
people.
you also, if you're using Notebook LM, if you know
Hmm.
how to use it well, you can translate into all those languages
Yeah,
without.
we started doing that. We have a folder. Yeah, we
Yeah,
have a folder,
yeah.
notebook LM folder. We just haven't published those ones yet. But that's on our list of stuff that we need to work on this year.
Very good. Great meeting you guys.
All right, Sam, I'll be in touch.
And
Yes, we'll
anytime.
definitely be in
All right.
touch.
All right,
Thank you.
everyone. Hey, y'all have a great day. Or actually evening for all y'all overseas. So have a great evening.
Yeah.
Alejandro, I'll just tell you something. I'm sorry that we went over. My rule of a meeting, if whoever is the organizer, if he or she, if the meeting goes longer than that, they have to buy you a burger every time
Yeah, that's right.
for all the people on the call.
Hey, there
300
we go.
people, you have to buy a burger for all of them.
Yep. Love it.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Have a great one.
Good
Have
night.
a great
All
one.
right.
Bye.
Bye.